Hello and welcome to today's See and Know Where Are You? It's great that you're joining us for our session. I hope that you've had a great weekend. But before we get to our story or anything to do with that, we need to find out who's here. So we're going to sing our welcome song and I'll leave a nice big gap for you or mum or dad or grandma or grandpa or whoever's with you to say your name. Are you ready? Fantastic. Well, let's sing. Where is... Did you come? Come to see and know. There you are. Hello and welcome to See and Know Where Are You? Now, I'm a bit frustrated because, well, I've lost my hat. I was wearing it earlier and it goes really well with my jumper. It's a Seahawks hat and I can't find it. Have you ever lost anything? It's really hard, isn't it? I wonder where my hat is. Oh, I can't see it. Can't see it anywhere. Can you see it all? I wonder if Flo's seen it. Wait a minute. Wait, did you see that Flo had my hat? Flo, you're wearing my hat. Well, oh man, that's good to know. I thought I'd lost it. That was really worrying me. Oh my goodness. Have you ever lost anything? Have you ever lost a favourite toy? Or maybe mum or dad, maybe they've lost you. My goodness. Well, today's story, Flo, is all about someone who was lost. So before we tell it, we'll need to practice our actions, okay? So are you ready? So the first one is, we're going to do this. We're going to look like we're questioning. Where? Can you do that? Put your hands out like we're questioning. And then we're going to look high and look low. Okay, so we're going to look high and look low. So we've got where and look high and look low. Then we're going to run on the spot. Can you run on the spot? Then we're going to chat with our hands. Can you pretend to talk with your hands? And then we're going to clap and say, hooray! Okay, so we'll just practice those very quickly again. So we've got where, then we've got look high and look low. Then we've got running on the spot. Then we're going to chat with our hands. And then we're going to clap and hooray! Okay, well I think then we're ready to tell the story, Where Are You? And we'll tell it through twice, once to tell the story and then once to remind ourselves what's happened. Are you ready? So this is the story, Where Are You? Jesus went with Mary and Joseph to Jerusalem for their holiday, and lots of other people went too. On the way home, Mary said, "Where's Jesus?" Can you do that? Joseph didn't know, so they looked everywhere. They looked high and they looked low. They ran back to Jerusalem, back to the church. Can you run on the spot? And there, Jesus was talking to all the men about God. Can you practice chatting with your hands? They were so pleased to find him. Hooray! And that's the end of our story. Should we tell it again to remind ourselves what happened? This is the story, Where Are You? Jesus went with Mary and Joseph to Jerusalem for their holiday, and lots of other people went too. On the way home, Mary said, "Where's Jesus?" Can you say, "Where's Jesus?" Joseph didn't know, so they looked everywhere. They looked high and they looked low. They ran back to Jerusalem and back to the church. Can we do some running on the spot? Really fast. And there, Jesus was talking to all the men about God. We've got lots of talking. Jesus was talking. The men were asking questions. Mary and Joseph were so pleased to find Jesus. Hooray! And that's the end of our story. Have you ever lost something? That was the question, wasn't it? Maybe you've lost a toy. Maybe you've lost something else. I don't know. We all lose things from time to time. And sometimes those things can be really worrying. Maybe we've got lost from mummy and daddy. Or maybe they got lost from us. And we may have been worried or frightened, and they may have been worried or frightened as well. Well, right back in the beginning of the Bible, there was a story where Adam and Eve were hidden from God. They weren't lost, but they weren't in view, and God went looking for them because they were really special to him, and he wanted to find them. Well, Joseph and Mary, they thought Jesus was really special too. They didn't want to lose him, and they went looking for him too. And sometimes we might feel a little lost. Sometimes we might feel like we don't know where we are. Well, do you know what's amazing is that God comes looking for us. He cares about us and loves us, and he wants to be our friend. And he comes looking to find us so that he can keep us safe, so that he can love us, and so that he can show us the way home. and so that he can show us the way ahead in our lives as well. So when we've lost something, we can ask God to help us find it. And when we feel a little lost, we can remember that God comes to look for us, to be our friend, to keep us safe, and to show us the way ahead. I think that's fantastic. Now, what happens if you've lost something? Well, very often we might get torches out. We might get our phone and we might put the torch on and go looking under the cupboards, under the chairs and things like that, where it's often dark. And Jesus is called a light in the Bible. He's a light to help us find our way to God, and he's a light to find us our way ahead in life as well. So we're going to sing the song Shine from the inside out, so we can shine Jesus so other people can find God, but also so we can find our way in life. Are you ready to sing? We'll sing it through a couple of times. Shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. Shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. You know me, you love me, you fill me to send me to shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. Shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. You know me, you love me, you fill me to send me to shine. Fantastic. Okay, well, instead of a craft suggestion this week, we've got an activity or a game that you might want to play. You could either do this in a bottle, like the suggestion on screen is going to be, or you might want to do this maybe in the garden, or maybe if you've got some play sand, you could do it in that, or you might want to get a big tough tray or a big bowl and put some things in it. And the idea is that you're going to put lots of different things in the bottle or in your tough tray or in the sand or wherever it is you're going to do it, and you're going to hide them with rice or with sand or whatever it is you're going to use. And then your challenge is to find certain things. So it might be, if you've got maybe a little figure that you could use to represent Jesus, you could hide all sorts of other things in the sand with him or in the rice with him. And then your task is to see if you can find Jesus. It might be by shaking the bottle around until you spot him, or it might be digging through the sand, or it might be digging in the garden even. Or you might just want to do a, can you find this, can you find that? But you can have a lot of fun trying to find different things. And you might even want to swap out the things that you're looking for if you found them all. So why not give that a go? If you want to do a craft base around the story, that's great. You can show us your examples in the photos below. We'd love to see those. But why not have a go at finding some things, or maybe even doing a treasure hunt around your house? You could find some clothes, you could find some toys, you could find all sorts of things. Maybe mummy or daddy or grandma or grandpa could hide some things for you to find. So have fun playing and finding things this week. Now we're going to finish off with a prayer. So we're going to need our wiggly fingers. Have you got them there? Fantastic. Okay, well, we're going to wiggle our fingers up to the ceiling. We're going to wiggle our fingers down to the ground. We're going to wiggle our fingers up to the ceiling. We're going to wiggle our fingers down to the ground. We open and shut them. Open and shut them. Give a little clap. We open and shut them. Open and shut them. Put them on your lap. We put one little hand over one little eye, the other little hand over the other little eye. Bow our little heads and say a little prayer. Talk to God. Dear God, we thank you for the story of Jesus at the temple, that Mary and Joseph loved him so much that they ran back to look for him. And we thank you that you love us so much that when we feel lost, you come looking for us as well, to be our friend, to keep us safe and to show us the way ahead. Help us to trust you and to be your friend, and help us this week to love you, to love each other, and to love ourselves a little bit more. Amen. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us for our session today. We've got the one service coming up on Sunday. We've got CNO coming back on Tuesday. And of course, mums and dads and grandmas and grandpas, check out our Facebook page or our website as well for other services and events that are coming up that you can join in with as well. Now, before we go, I'm going to get my hat back so I don't lose it again. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye!